What is up, Midway Mayhem fans? This is Dan, and yet again we are checking in from the Universal Orlando Resort for another Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift roller coaster construction update. We had no rain last night, so hopefully crews have made a lot of progress. I saw some photos. The other piece of the switch was in last night, and hopefully a lot more has gone in too. There's a lot to see and do. Let's go. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it may be for you watching right now. It's actually kind of a nice morning. It's not too hot, a little humid, but it's going to be a good day. I was rocking out to a band called Stick Figure on the way in, and I was jamming, so I'm ready to go, guys. Let's do this. There is the coaster, and good news. It looks like we are finally tying up some of the loose ends. So that turn that's been getting built the last 2 days is now connecting over here down to the bottom. Yeah, good stuff. I can also see scaffolding has gone up around the speed bump and launch area, and this is to help crews get around, do some of the wiring, tighten up some bolts, and do other work. Mid-course brake run also got some new work for the catwalks. All right, now we're over here at the alleyway, and oh my god. What is that? That is a heck of a structure rising up over by the stage. Lots of columns in the air over there. And we have the new track coming off of the tight turn and leading into the S-bend now. And we can also see the curved piece of the switch is now in. So a lot of progress, and just look at all that scaffolding down at the bottom of the speed bump. Archway, and this is getting comical at this point. Another wall has been added over there, so we now have a fourth. Each day there's another wall. You already know what time it is. Time for Hard Rock. Got that scaffolding over there and more work on the catwalks. Alright, now we're getting our first views of that tight turn leading back over here towards the S-bend. That thing looks awesome. Alright, came back here to get some awesome views of this, but couldn't help but miss, this is missing. The Berlin Wall. Yeah, that's right. Was right here. Looks like it was removed last night. Alright, let's get up to the top deck, get some other views. And I can see over here, those concrete pads, still there. Alright, now we are at the top deck for Hard Rock, getting some new views of that new track. And we have the curved piece leading into the switch over there, and then we have this section over here for the turn that's been added last night. On the ground over here, still have more of the metal pieces for catwalks, and crews are setting up all that scaffolding right there on the speed bump. And then over here we have a lot of parts for scaffolding on the ground as crews are building it up along the launch and speed bump. Over in this area, looks to be about the same. We do have Lake Fast over there. And Lake Furious, well, they put some more dirt down, so it's not as muddy. But we have the big hole over there, still getting some work. Still have all the marking flags over here and all that new scaffolding. Poseidon's Fury building, we can see demolition in the back. Time to head down, do some early park admission, check out Lost Continent. We saw some of that demolition happening to the back of Poseidon's Fury. And here are those pads again. And it's weird, they have different colors. So maybe it is a test. I don't know, maybe they're doing tiles for somewhere in here. It's very interesting though. Over here at Category 10, yeah, looks to be about the same. They're not exactly going fast on moving the dirt. Good morning, Lighthouse. We have arrived for early entry. Pass holder entrance, no wait. Yep, like usual, no way to get through. We are on our way. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Thank you, guys.
Great day, guys.
Well, I almost walked by it, but the scaffolding over there is still up. And over here at the Croissant Moon Bakery, it looks like it's starting to come down. That's impressive. So the work up there is looking pretty good. And if this is the kind of foreshadowing, I'm hoping we have a 4-torch day over at Jurassic Park. I don't know. Things are lining up right now. Following the masses. And that guy survived another night. Mythos with the water trickle. And over here in Lost Continent, looks to be so far off the bat the same. Again, demolition of Poseidon's Fury is happening in the back of the building. And we're expecting it'll get to the front probably in the next week or two. Nightmares, more nightmares. And the kiosk survived another night. Still have the equipment over here, removing some of the prior demolition from the Sinbad Theater. Got the work walls over here with everybody leading into Hogsmeade. Hagrid's currently showing a 75-minute wait. It's about 8:20, so it's probably going to get over 90 minutes by the time we get back over here. All right, so single rider was not available, and I am not waiting in that line. So we're on our way over to Velocicoaster because we know that probably doesn't have a line. Hogwarts Castle, and take your bets. How many torches? How many torches are we going to see? I already see 2 of them are out. No! It's a 2-torch day. So, just 2. I'm not joking. When I see 4 torches, I'm going to do like a happy dance. You're going to see it on video, and I don't dance. Velocicoaster showing a 15-minute wait. There's Velocicoaster. Still showing a 15-minute wait. We shall see. They've been lying to us recently with the wait time. Alright, so just got off of Velocicoaster, and it was accurate with the wait time. So 15 minutes, not bad, good ride. And now we're on our way over to Jurassic Park River Adventure. One other thing, locker system, the update for the software is still the same, and we didn't have any static coming from the wheels this morning. Darn it, I really like watching that. So they do kind of a staggered opening over here, and right at 9 a.m., they release everybody. That's what's happening right now. Fork walls over here, still nothing new with the thatch. How many days are we going to do this and nothing has changed? Bet you the boat's still in the same spot too.
Hey, buddy.
Good morning, Pigeon. How are you? I don't have any popcorn. Fork walls over by the splashdown. When I was on Velocicoaster, looked over, saw the water was still drained, so I know that is not changed. Two days ago, we had a crane in the air, and they were doing some work at the top of the building, and well, that crane is gone. Yep, still there. There's Rexy, and we have the vehicle from the Jurassic Park movie, car number 5, and this is kind of special because, well, it was the car that Alan Grant rode in, and that is right, Sam Neill, the actor that portrayed Alan Grant, unfortunately passed away. They had some flowers that were up here on the hood over the last couple days as like a memorial, but yeah, it's still sad. Thunder Falls Terrace, and big rumor is that it's getting a redo into a new restaurant. We're hearing could be Hammond's, so fine dining could be coming here. It'd be nice if we have a bar that's also included. Possibly Eastland New Bar. We can hope. Skull Island, Renekong. Right now, showing. Right now. No wait. Sorry, big boy. Not going to be riding today. Regular admission just came into the park. That's why it is slammed. Spider-Man showing ride now, but that's going to change very quick. The Incredible Hulk with some fine collection of hats right there on the nets. He likes to eat those. And unfortunately, not going to be doing Hulk today because, well, it's delayed. I know some of you have asked if I was ever going to do Hulk while I do these updates. One day I will, I promise, but not today. Back over to Hard Rock. Much better lighting now. That is still really weird about the Berlin Wall. Somebody came by though, put down some of this bark. And back up we go. Much better lighting. That turn looks awesome. A lot of ventilation still happening over here. The track piece that was on the ground in our previous updates, still on the ground over there. Catwalk work, looking pretty good. They only have one more section over here to put down floor panels, and then they're going to extend down probably a little bit further. Something else to note over here, just the amount of conduit that is everywhere. I mean, just look at all these piles. And then over here, we have more stuff for scaffolding that has been delivered. So I'm wondering if that's going to be for this pretty soon. We'll see.
Because you don't know what distances you're going to have.
head over to Studios, get some views of that new structure rising over by the stage. Cannot wait to see that. For those of you wondering where could the Berlin Wall have gone, well, it's been relocated over here for now. That's weird. Definitely going to take a beating from the sun. Not sure if this is going to be the permanent location for it either. Guest services does not have much of a wait, nor do the ticket windows over here, and both sides of the turnstiles will be open.
I didn't bring a pack, so
Yep, like usual, no wait to get through. We are on our way. One thing I do want to point out though, I really wish we had a pass holder entrance because the guests that are coming in with their regular day tickets, they have to have a photo taken of them. It takes a little bit longer. I know, small gripe, just kind of wish they had it for the pass holders. Nothing new on this lighting truss over here. And it does not appear to have anything new on this lighting truss right here. Still no sign for Halloween Horror Nights. Temperature's not terrible right now, somewhere in the mid 80s. Gonna have storms later though. Staging area for the running of the bulls. Morning ritual at this point. And over here, we've got the new track. And over here, does not look like new track was added for the return trip right before he hits the boosters. We'll get some other views when we get over by the stage. There we go. All right, here is the stage area. Construction pigeon. Yeah. Got any new intel for me? Probably not. And over here, the structure going to be rising up behind the stage. We'll get over there in just a second. And over here, we have the new track pieces that were added for the turn leading into the S-bend. Still have the track for the return right there with the booster section. Gonna have some LSMs on there. Looking good though. Well, that's good news. I see more track on the ground waiting to go up. Looking good over there, but I'm really interested in this new structure. Yesterday we had the track rising up right here, and there it is again. And that structure is rising higher too. Well, dang. Yeah, that's a big boy. And it looks like there's other connection points on the top of that structure to extend it further that way. But you have one of the mounting points for the track right there, and the other one that is right over here also for mounting new track to it. Again, just to give you the scope and scale of this thing, have the first launch right here, and the spike is way over there. So this is a massive coaster. New York area of the park, Was really awesome to get views up there yesterday of the construction. Don't see hashtag. No! And then over here, nothing new with the lighting trusses. Station and maintenance barn area. We're gonna look and see if anything is different.
I got the camera. Someone needs to put the camera back.
So yeah, everything over here looks to be just about the same as the last couple of updates. They're working on a lot of electrical for the switch, drive motors, and junction boxes. Crane is in the air, working on that enclosure for the first launch. Shakes fist in anger. Come on, finish it. That is gonna do it over here at the station and maintenance barn. And just off to the side, we have lighting trusses up. Yeah, and this is for the Tribute store. It's coming soon, and they are starting to do outside prep work for it. Nothing new over here at this stage for Halloween Horror Nights. Temporary queue for Mummy. Still there. I love that they have those fans though. Keeps it nice and cool if the line does get really long. Over here at Finnegan's, got the scaffolding up, covers, work walls. I can hear a lot of work actually happening today. Heading over to the San Francisco area of the park now. We have Ghirardelli Tower, still wrapped up in scaffolding and covers, but something new is going on with that thing. So it was announced yesterday while I was doing the update. I don't check my socials too often, so I didn't see that it happened when I was filming, but Supercharge is closing August 16th. So it was supposed to be open into next year and close right before the new coaster, but now officially it's closing August 16th. So bye-bye. Your days are numbered. Something else to talk about directly across from, well, Ghirardelli Tower and Supercharged, we have the Lagoon Show. And it was announced yesterday for Halloween Horror Nights, Stranger Things is taking over. That's right. So the popular Netflix show, we're gonna have Stranger Things out here on the water with projections, probably some pyro and some awesome lighting. Fisherman's Wharf, and we have this lighting truss and stage setup. And I'm not seeing anything new from yesterday, maybe a couple more lights, but yeah, it's pretty much the same. Exit for Supercharged, and over the last couple months, they've been slowly taking stuff away from here. And with it closing on the 16th, well, gives them a chance to really get everything out of here before the new ride opens. London area of the park, not seeing anything new. Nothing appears to be new over here either. Same lighting trusses, same lights. Fear Factor stage, where Nightmare Fuel will be coming to. A little quiet this morning, not hearing all those saws and hammers banging. Right here where they'll have the sign with show times, nothing just yet. And the truss is down the way over here for the entry to the houses. Nothing new. Construction ducks. Yeah. Men in Black, not delayed this morning, currently showing 10 minutes. Gonna pass on it today, maybe another time. Still nothing new over here by the exit for Men in Black. Looks to be just about the same over here too. So right by Animal Actors, the lighting trusses and stage by Kid Zone, nothing has changed. East Green area of the park, my favorite during Halloween Horror Nights. Still have the lights up in the trees, but I'm not seeing any new lighting trusses or props. Now I am expecting in the next week and a half, probably 2 weeks, we're really going to start to see a lot of props show up all over the place. We're just over a month away from having the opening night, so it's got to happen quick. End of this scare zone, and just down the way we had that carnival one that we told you about yesterday, featuring Jack. He's back, baby. Photo opportunity spot for the Odyssey is still here, horsing around. Haha, terrible dad joke, I know. Soon to be Mel's die-in. Exciting stuff. Got the Simpsons over here and Beetlejuice over here doing Beetlejuice things. Love him. Dilapidated Ferris wheel. Looks pretty good. Love the props here, and hopefully we're going to get more very soon. Williams of Hollywood in the prop shop, and it's also the location for the Spielberg summer blockbusters, but not seeing it open right now. Normally by this time it is, so I don't know if it's done, and this will be leaving soon. I found hashtag. Hashtag's up in the window. Well guys, that's going to do it for our update here from the Universal Orlando Resort for Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift roller coaster construction. Exciting stuff, as about 5 new pieces of track were put in. The switch has all of its track, and that turn leading into the S-bend is all done. Looks pretty snappy too. Over at the station, a lot of electrical work still going on, as well as roofing work. They are doing some enclosure of the first launch. That's why the crane is in the air. And of course we got a lot of stuff going on for Halloween Horror Nights, and Lost Continent is getting a lot of demolition. We're going to have plenty more updates from here, so if you like what we do, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and the website formerly known as Twitter at Midway Mayhem, and I'll see you out on the Midway.